I made up my mind at the front door to get a divorce immediately from my husband. Then, with great force, I opened the front door.
Whoa! You scared me.
My husband, David, ended his call in a hurry.
Welcome home. You're home early today.
Yes, I'm back. Your ATM is back home now.
What do you mean?
My husband's face is completely pale. I heard about everything what you were talking about just now. So let's just quickly get a divorce, okay? My name is Natalie. It's been 4 years now since I married my husband, David. But I would learn the shocking truth about my husband. I would ask myself what I saw in my husband over the past 4 years being married to him. But there is no point in regretting what had already happened in the past. All I can do at this point is to just move on. The story goes back a few years. My husband was a regular customer at one of my favorite bars. So that is where I first met my husband, and we hit it off very well. And my husband was being flirty with me, and we had a great time drinking together, but at the time, I didn't really see him as a romantic partner. The reason for this was because we had 8 years of age difference, and David was younger than me. I was still single, and I was over 40 and had zero desire to get married. But I still wanted to have kids, even though I didn't really see myself getting married.
Natalie, are you seriously single?
Well, you're so quick to get that information. That bar manager must have talked about me, huh?
Are you maybe a divorcee?
Nope, I'm not even a divorcee.
Are you serious? If you're that beautiful, no man would ever leave you alone, right?
Oh, David, you really have no clue, huh? You're too young. You know, men don't want a hard-working, independent woman like me as his wife because they'd feel inferior.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. That's the reason why I haven't been able to get married in the past, too. I've been asked to be a stay-at-home mom and do the house chores once I become the wife. But marriage is not for me. I'm sure there are many couples who help each other out even after they get married, but I didn't meet anyone like that.
I see. Well, I don't know what to say, but sorry to hear that, and good job for trying.
Oh, come on, don't pity me. I love my life, you know.
That's good then. Well, let's toast for that and drink a lot tonight.
Like that, we became friends and started drinking together. I think that went on for about 3 months. And out of the blue, David asked me to marry him.
Hey, Natalie, will you marry me?
Huh? What did you just say? I accidentally spat out the beer I was just drinking.
Whoa, it got on me.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know, we're having so much fun drinking together, right? So, don't you think it would be even more fun if we got married?
Well, not really. I didn't think of us like that.
Oh, does that mean you weren't really seeing me as a man?
No. Of course I recognize that you're a man, but I'm just saying that I didn't see you as someone who I'd have romantic feelings for, you know? You're just a fun drinking buddy.
Oh, is that so? But I saw you as a woman with romantic feelings from the beginning, Natalie.
What? Really?
Yeah. I always thought how fun it would be if I could marry a person like you, Natalie.
Oh, is that so? Well, thank you for thinking that.
Despite how I look, I'm a good cook, you know. I'm also pretty good at doing house chores.
Well, that's something new.
You think so? Even men do house chores nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yup, they do. I think I'm a pretty good choice for you. Natalie, you can just focus on your work, and I'll take care of the house chores. I'll cook delicious meals and clean up around the house really nicely. On top of that, you'll have a fun person to talk to who you can also drink with.
Come to think of it, that doesn't sound so bad. David is not at all like the other people who have asked me to marry them. And that's great. He's going to take care of the house for me. Oh, no. I should be a little more logical here. I'm not even in a relationship with David, and he already asked me to marry him. This could be a risky issue. Look, with everything that you said, I'm very happy, but you and I have never been in a relationship before. And if you're just asking me to go out first, that's understandable. But asking me to get married right away is just... Well, it's also really nice of you to ask such a thing to an old lady who's 8 years older than you, but asking for marriage all of a sudden is...
Oh, really? Nowadays, it's not unusual for people to get married after 0 days of dating. Didn't this also happen a while ago with some celebrities?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know much about the celebrities world.
Let's just get married. Marriage is all about finding a partner. I think I'd make a pretty good partner, don't you think?
But I'm 8 years older than you. Won't you think that would be an issue?
Huh? Natalie, if there were 50 $1 notes and 58 $1 notes on the table, would you be able to tell which was which?
No, I don't think so.
Then the concept is exactly the same like that. You may be concerned about the age difference now, but when you're 58, I'm 50, right? So there's not much difference if you think it that way.
I see David's point. So I accepted his marriage. To be honest, this all happened because I was earning money without any issues, and I thought that it would be easy to just get divorced if we didn't work out. I enjoyed drinking with David so much that I even felt like it would be normal for us to live together. And so, my husband came to live with me in the house which I owned once we got married. My husband really took charge of the house and did a lot of things for me.
Welcome home, Natalie. It's beef stew today.
I'm home. Wow, I can even smell how good it is from outside the house. Thank you.
Shall we open a bottle of white wine today?
Sounds good. All of my husband's dishes are all fancy and really delicious.
Natalie, I ironed your shirt for you.
Thank you. My life became a lot easier after I married my husband. But one day a little incident happened. I'm home.
Oh, Natalie, welcome home. I cooked pasta for dinner.
Thanks. Oh, you look a little down today? Did something happen at work?
Yeah, I'm actually being bullied from my boss.
What? My husband looked a little depressed.
It's happened many times before, but I feel like I'm losing my mind.
From what I heard, David's boss has been harassing him endlessly, forcing him to do jobs which David wasn't even hired to do. And then I said something which I shouldn't have. Looking back now, I realized that my husband had tricked me into saying that. You should just quit if they're treating you like that.
What? But...
You won't be able to go on if you keep going like that.
Yeah.
It's okay. I am earning money. As long as it's okay with you, I wouldn't really mind if you just become a full-time house husband.
Are you sure about that?
Of course. Actually, thank you so much for taking care of the house even while you were working. I'll give you money for living expenses, of course, and I'll even give you some allowances for you to spend as you like.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, David. I'm sorry I didn't realize it sooner. So, my husband quit his job and became a full-time house husband. I never let my husband, who originally took care of the house, pay for our living expenses. It's only natural to do so since he takes care of the house for me. When my husband quit his job, our life did not become difficult. I can easily earn enough money to pay for my husband's allowance. And my husband continued to take good care of the house. I was relieved that David was free from his job and he seemed to be energetic. After 4 years of such peaceful marriage, I somewhat felt that something strange was going on.
Welcome back. Today's dinner is beef stew.
Thank you. Oh, I love your beef stew, David. Thank you so much for everything. Bon appetit. Oh? It tastes a little different from the usual one I had before. Did he make a mistake? I mean, it does taste good, don't get me wrong, but how shall I explain it? It's clearly a different type of beef stew.
How is it? Is it yummy?
Yeah, thanks as always.
Oh, that's a relief. I spent more time on it than usual today.
Oh, so that means that he overcooked it. But the texture is pretty harder than usual, though. And after that day, my husband's meals had flavors which I have never tasted before from his cooking. Hey, David, you did get a health checkup this year, right?
Yeah, the one where I can get since your company sponsors them as your benefit, right? I went to that last month.
That's what I thought. Were there any issues?
No, there weren't any issues. I showed you my results the other day.
Yeah.
What? Are you worried about me?
My husband sounded like he was in a good mood, but something was different. I guess I must have had a woman's intuition, even for someone like me. I took time out of my work schedule to find an investigator and ask them to investigate about my husband. And as a result, I discovered that my husband was cheating on me. But for some reason, I wasn't shocked at all. Maybe somewhere in the back of my mind I had thought that one day, this day might come. David's mistress was a woman in her early 20s. My husband is having an affair with a girl who is more than 20 years younger than me. I guess men really are attracted to younger women. So thinking that, rather than being shocked, I thought to myself that that's just the way it is. Although I found out the truth, I didn't immediately think about divorcing David. It's not like I asked the investigator to investigate about David just because I wanted to get a divorce, but I just didn't want to stay feeling uneasy with my husband. My husband has been very devoted to me so far, and he was doing his job to the best of his ability. If David just had an affair on a whim, I wasn't going to expose him and say nothing and wait for things to cool down. But I was still a little sad and depressed about the fact that David did have an affair. I went home early that day. Just as I was about to insert the key to the front door, I heard my husband's loud laughter.
It's okay. I can go see you now.
My husband seemed to be on the phone with his mistress. What a great timing, huh?
It's okay. Don't worry about money. My ATM will take care of it.
What did he say just now?
Exactly. My wife's nickname is ATM. I only married ATM just for the money. Otherwise, I wouldn't have married that old hag. What? Cooking? Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I've been preparing the pre-packaged meals recently nowadays. So I have enough time.
Oh, so that's how it is, huh? I guess my husband only saw me as money from the beginning. All of my husband's meals were delicious, but if he asks me whether I want to eat it, even if he treats me like an ATM, I don't want to eat it at all. And it seems like he's been only preparing pre-packaged meals. Even I can prepare that for myself. I made up my mind at the front door to get a divorce immediately from my husband. Then, with great force, I opened the front door.
Whoa! You scared me.
My husband, David, ended his call in a hurry.
Welcome home. You're home early today.
Yes, I'm back. Your ATM is back home now.
What do you mean?
My husband's face is completely pale. I heard about everything what you were talking about just now. So, let's just quickly get a divorce, okay?
What? Oh, come on, that was just a joke.
A joke? When you're having an affair behind my back?
No. There's no way I'm having an affair. I was just joking around with my friends who are all guys.
Then what is this? I put the documents, which show the results from the investigation agency. My husband picked it up, looked at what it was, and immediately slammed down the documents on the table.
Well...
Yes, you've been cheating on me. If it was just a fling, I wouldn't have said anything. But I'm not that carefree enough to stay with you when you just treat me like an ATM. Well, I am no longer obligated to support you. Then, my husband became defiant.
Divorce, huh? You sure about that? Natalie, if we get a divorce, you'll forever be alone, you know. What are you going to do? Like, when you get older and you age, someone has to look after you.
I don't think you take care of me nicely. I mean, you're going to poison me and take my money, aren't you? David doesn't even try to deny the fact, so that's exactly what he was trying to do. I really couldn't believe him.
Oh, man. So that means I really can't get your money, huh, Natalie? Then fine, we can get a divorce. I also have a girlfriend who claims to be the daughter of a wealthy family who at least makes more money than you, Natalie.
What? I thought you were having an affair with only one woman, right?
Wow. The investigator who you asked for to check up on me did a really crap job on investigating about me. How could they only find that I had an affair with one woman? Oh well. Just leave, okay?
Okay. Is that what you think I would say? When this is my house? You should be the one to leave, okay?
Huh? Since we're a married couple, we share properties, you know. Even this house, I'm entitled to half of it.
How ignorant are you? Well, we need a lawyer in between to discuss about this. So let's discuss this on another day.
Just get out of here.
So I just left the house as soon as possible once I got some of my things. By how my husband was acting around, it looks like he would never leave the house. There was no point in talking with him. Even though I was being kicked out, this will all be settled under the law. When I returned to the house a few days later, accompanied by a lawyer, my husband looked really surprised. David probably really didn't think that a lawyer would really come.
You! Don't be a coward and bring in the lawyer here.
I will, because this is my house. I won't allow you to illegally occupy it. This house is in my name, so you'll definitely lose. It's going to cost a lot of money, you know. When my husband heard that it would cost a lot of money, he accepted to move out of the house and packed up his belongings and left in about 3 days. Later, the divorce was successfully finalized, but my ex-husband was still being obsessed with money. He wanted only one thing. He wanted half of my property. But when it was discovered that my ex-husband had been having an affair with 3 women and that I told him that I would request alimony, he got quiet instantly. In the end, it was settled that the common property for the 4 years of the marriage was to be cancelled off with the alimony. At that time, my ex-husband spoke highly of the wealthy young lady who was his main love out of the 3 women, and boldly said that he would never run out of money. David only spoke about money until the very end. A month later, as I was regaining my peace and quiet, I received a phone call from David.
Natalie, I'm really sorry.
Oh, so you're apologizing to me now? What happened?
That woman was a fraud.
Huh?
You know, the woman with the wealthy family.
Oh, okay. And? Did she take all your money?
Yes, exactly. She asked me if I wanted to get in on her dad's investment. So I gave her all the money I'd saved during the years I worked. She told me I'd make a lot of money.
You're such an idiot.
Natalie, please help me. I really don't have any money anymore.
Well then, have a nice life. Goodbye, I'm gonna block you. I then hung up the phone and blocked my ex-husband's contact information. Later, my ex-husband was seen by the manager of the bar I used to go to, and it looked like David was waiting in line for a bus to the factory with a group of people. I'm sure David's working with them. He's getting old, so I'm sure no one takes him seriously anymore. David is a good cook, so I'm sure he could make a good living if he became a housekeeper or something like that. But I guess he'll understand these things on his own in his own time. I am currently focusing solely on my job because of what had happened with my ex-husband. David mentioned about how I'd feel after retirement, but I'll be fine. I'll be well on my own. I'm planning to save up and go into a nursing care when I get older. It is okay for everyone to have a different path in life. I will live my life the way I want to. A marriage after 0 days in a relationship, what a challenger, huh? But I guess Natalie was able to do that because she had enough money. I hope Natalie's life from now on will be prosperous. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in our next video.